Hello, my name is Justine Flores, and this is Growing Minds Understanding Piaget's Cognitive Theory. Fun fact: did you know babies think something disappears forever when it's out of sight? That's why peekaboo is so fun to them. In this video, I will be talking about cognitive theory by Piaget, which explains how our thinking changes as we grow up. I will be going over the four stages of thinking and learning, give examples for each one, and explain why this theory still matters today. First, let's start off with what cognitive theory means. Jean Piaget's theory describes cognitive development as a progression through four distinct stages, where children's thinking becomes progressively more advanced as they grow. Now, let's get into the four different stages. First is stage one, the sensorimotor stage. The age range for this stage is birth until 2 years old, and this stage is when babies learn by coordinating their senses with motor actions like looking, touching, and moving. They develop sensory curiosity about the world around them and begin using basic language to express needs and wants. An example of this is a baby shakes a toy to hear the sound and then it puts it in their mouth to explore it. Now, stage two, pre operational stage. The age range for this stage is 2 to 7 years. This stage is when kids use symbols and language to express ideas and grow their imagination. Their thinking is based on what they feel and see, not logic. They don't fully understand each other's point of view yet, and their thinking can be very self focused. An example of this is a child talks to their stuffed animals like they're alive and believes they have feelings. Stage 3, concrete operational stage. This age range is 7 to 11 years. This stage is where children start to think logically about real things. They understand conversation and begin to grasp ideas like time, space, and quantity, but only with things they can see or touch. An example of this is a child knows that if you pour the same amount of water into a tall glass and a short one, it's still the same amount. Stage 4, formal operational stage. This age range is 11 plus years. This stage is where teens can now think abstractly and logically. They can solve problems in their head and think about future possibilities and understand deep concepts. An example of this is a teen can think through the steps of starting a school club and what they need to make it happen. Now, you may be thinking, why is Piaget's cognitive theory so important? Well, here it is. Piaget's cognitive theory is important because it helps us understand how children think, learn, and grow at different ages. It shows that kids don't just know less than adults, they actually think differently depending on their stage of development. This helps parents, teachers, and psychologists support children in ways that match how they learn best. In the article Piaget, Scott says Piaget's theory specifically those regarding the stages of cognitive development are pertinent to clinicians as they can help guide expectations when evaluating patients within distinct age groups. Now for the conclusion. To wrap things up, Piaget's cognitive theory explains how our thinking develops in four stages as we grow. In the sensor motor stage, babies learn by using their senses and movements. In the pre-operational stage, kids use language and imagination but still think in simple ways. In the concrete operational stage, they start thinking logically about real things. Lastly, in the formal operational stage, teens and adults can think abstractly and plan ahead. This theory is important because it helps people understand what kind of thinking to expect at each age and how to best support by learning and development. So next time you see a baby playing peekaboo or a teen planning their future, remember it's all part of how their brains grow. And these are my references. Thank you so much for watching.